All right.
All right. You
She
gonna put this?
is. Hey, you guys. Welcome to the call. Thank you so much for being on. I'm super excited about the call and looking at the content for today. Super excited about that. Hello. I'm going to draw a card first to get us going and get our mindset going on our meeting and our Abby. I know you probably have all had a busy day, not just sitting around doing nothing all day, I'm assuming. So let's get refocused. But it says, I have no control over people, places, and things. I have no power over people, places, or things. I only have control over how I respond to them. When I let go of trying to control others, I release myself from fear. Today, I will surrender my controlling nature to God. Flip the switch and ask God to empower you with a new way of thinking. Let go of control. Feel as free as a bird. Ooh, that's kind of a good one. We've got that. We want to control every situation. I'm like, well, who doesn't? Look what I have on.
Oh, you got it already.
Got my shirt. Yes. I'm gonna spotlight. Hold on. Spotlight for everyone. There we go. There's my Abby conference shirt. I just got it out of the mailbox today. I don't know when it was delivered, but I am so excited for conference. We've been planning now. Chandra's a yes. Nicole can't make it from Hawaii. Jenna is on, I'm not sure. Have we switched that yet, Jenna? Montana and Christy, are you guys both coming?
Yes.
Yay! And I know Janet will be there and a lot of others who are going to be catching the replay. Jenna?
I'm still not sure. I'd be getting home 2 days before I leave for Italy, and I'm just nervous. The plane, I'm not going to get home in time.
Oh, you can rent a car by then and drive home.
And my mom's like, "What if you get sick?" I'm like, "Oh my goodness."
Oh, tell mom to wait. What's this? I have no control over people, places, and things. I have no power over people, places, and things. I have to control how I respond to them. I have no control over your environment. But I get it. I know it's like when you're around a group of people. The I think the best thing about one of the best things about conference this year is they're only going to be around 100 to 150 people. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's really small.
Yes, and that's actually we were talking about that too because my very favorite conference with Color Street was our very first one in Detroit, and it was so small, and it was like putting on maybe a Spark tour or something like that. So think that size, and
I'd be flying Frontier, and Frontier doesn't have the best track record.
oh, well, daggone it, Frontier, that's not good then.
Yeah. So I don't know.
You're still debating.
Yeah, I'm nervous to ruin it. Like Italy is such a big trip.
And you're right. You're right. I can't argue with you there. I want to pressure you, but because I want to see you selfishly, but you
No, I want to
definitely
come.
have to do what's best for you. And
I'm like asking everyone, I'm like, am I crazy for going?
Chandra's getting in trouble. She's coming and she's leaving her husband home with family.
Oh, and my cat.
Oh, he's gonna have family and your cat, or is your cat mad at you too?
I haven't told her yet.
Okay, good.
She
Last.
is sitting on my conference shirt, though.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited. We're gonna put together content. We'll have recognition, and y'all get to meet Fred, Joanna, Dimitri will be there. Poor Dimitri's flying in from, I think, and York will be there. Dimitri's flying in on Saturday afternoon is the earliest he can get in because of family. I can't remember if where Dimitri lives. If it's Germany, that's Jorg. Anyway, those guys are making a long trip. Fred's coming from Canada, so we'll be good there. That's not as bad of a trip for Fred and Joanna. So, do you guys have any wins you want to share real quickly before we dig into our training?
I finally got my third mirror.
Your third?
So the first one was messed up and they was gonna replace it. And then they shipped a second one and it was lost for 5 years. So they shipped a third and the third one finally made it to my house.
Oh, yay. Why didn't I know this?
Does it work?
I haven't even taken it out of the box. We've been home for like 30 minutes and we just brought it inside. That's it.
I did see on the update list that you got your order, so I didn't realize it was your mirror. I guess I lost track of that one. Jeez.
The box looks like it's been through it. It does, so I'm scared.
Oh boy.
Plastic's ripped off and everything. Maybe
Well,
it's
the
okay.
good thing is it is packaged very well on the inside. So
Yeah, that's what I'm crossing my fingers for.
And
Hoping
so
that's
your
okay.
other two mirrors, they haven't sent you anything to return them yet, right?
No, they told me to return the first one after I got this one, but the second one I never got.
Oh,
It just,
true.
it just was lost.
Okay. Because I know
But
someone who needs feet because
I don't.
they got, I know I keep doing that. Okay. So someone got feet or didn't get feet. I'm wondering if we could take your feet to conference if she's going to be at conference.
I don't mind because I still have the first one. I can bring them if as long as I know they're not going to be returning to them.
Right, right, exactly. We'll see what we want to do there. But yeah. So, all right. So anyone else with a win? Chandra, I saw you and Paige going live and doing like your little interview. You're
Oh,
on.
we had so much fun. So yeah, so Paige came up. She had to drive about an hour and a half to get to my place. And we played around on the machine because she's thinking about getting a machine. And we had a little bit of disconnect between what the recommendations are and what the names of um, the pods were, but we thankfully figured it out.
Good.
And
I was not of any help. I'm sorry. I
oh,
was
it's
on a
okay.
meeting
We
and then
got
it
it. We
was
got it under
that.
control. We got it under control. And we're both excited to come to conference. So we did a joint video that I posted, and then she posted with her, on her Facebook, just kind of saying what being an ABBI ambassador can bring to a business, because she's a stylist, a hairstylist, and she's been having great results with her clients. Everybody who sits in her chair, gets the full spiel for the hour, she said. And
Mhm.
yeah, so she's killing it. So that was a lot of fun.
That's so good. Yeah, I put her on the spot like almost every week.
She is, yeah,
To her
she's just so
about
awesome.
stuff. So
I
good.
caught y'all's video too, and so that encouraged me to put why the affiliate program is good for someone who has that salon business, and how easy it could be. So after I watched y'all's, I was like, oh, let me go type a little post here because I'm trying to get my lady to do something and hoping it'll get her attention.
Yeah, and I want to piggyback on that with another post that I'm planning for tomorrow, which is, okay, Abby can do all this for your business, but nuts and bolts, what do you need to do? And that'll be my post tomorrow. By the way, Janet, you look gorgeous.
Well, thank you.
I love your haircut. You just look stunning. So, yay.
Yay. Yeah, that's what Nicole said. You guys all look so glowy and pretty. Well, Nicole,
Oh.
I've seen some pictures that you've been posting lately, and you are looking glowy and pretty as
She
well.
is.
Yes. Anyone else have a win?
So I kind of have another win, but it also has a downfall to the win. So
Oh, I
And
lost
just like that, Zoom didn't want to hear the downfall. I'm
and I don't know what to tell it.
excited. I'm excited because there was a lady who posted on our neighborhood page about her wrinkles, and she was asking if jet plasma worked, and I've done it before. I don't know, did I talk about this? I maybe I did. Okay, so I'm still
Somewhere I
trying.
heard it.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get her formula created for her though from Joanna with toxicology because she has some allergies. And Jana, we still have to follow up on yours. I know Tony sends a follow-up email nightly to corporate on what we still need updates on. So, okay, well, hopefully the ladies can come back. Well,
Paige, I will tell you the machine, if I had a spot like you did, I would totally do the machine. Because that really is going to get attention. That's what I'm actually planning on doing with my hair lady is being able to, she's going to let me come and do a pop-up. So I'm not going to make everybody's, cream there or anything, but I want to have it so that I can show her mainly like she could actually do that because she's there and they're going to be sitting in that chair for hours, so she could literally make it. I'm not going to have enough time to sit there and make a bunch of people's, which I would if I could. But definitely think about that machine. It is pretty cool.
yeah.
That's all me and my husband and my mama are using is the machine from the machine. I've created all of ours.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. I want one. I created one just for my chest and neck from the machine, and then I want to create one affirm just for like my body. Um, and because it's like that's a lot, right? To mix one for your neck, one for your face, and one for your belly or whatever saggy spot you want to put it on. So I was thinking about making another one from my machine, but I definitely need to utilize mine more. I need to have an open house, which I don't know why I haven't scheduled one yet. So um, there's a lot of things
Montana,
that
tell
come
us what your
together.
win was and your fallback.
Oh yeah.
Okay, my phone died, so we have to jump on Christy's.
Oh,
Uh, so the customer had order on May 26th, which was the day before the party started. We had trouble getting her order. She finally got her order. What's today? She got it Thursday. Today's Monday. She got it Thursday finally. It was almost a month before she got it. And she got it. She went to use it for the first time, and her hyaluronic acid like exploded. I guess is the best word. Like it just shot out everywhere, shot the lid and everything off. I don't know if maybe in shipping it was like left somewhere in heat too long. It built up pressure in it maybe.
yeah. Have you put in a ticket on it yet?
I hadn't even had time. She sent me the pictures. I hadn't had a chance to send a ticket in, but I do need to send a ticket in on it. But
Yeah.
yeah, so like when she finally got it, she was so excited. And then she was like, oh, my hyaluronic acid just like exploded all over me. And I'm like, Jesus.
You're like, no, I've
Yeah.
heard that happening. And it was here in Arizona, and they're like, well, it's the heat's fault. I'm like, well, no, especially because they deliver it to your front door, and I can't wait. I have an order, well, it's coming. I placed an order, but I keep hearing FedEx is starting door to door. And so now the day is tomorrow. I don't know when, but I'm looking forward to FedEx door to door so we don't have these issues at customs and so forth. I hope we don't. Seems like when we find a solution to one thing, we run into another problem. And so let's cross our fingers on that. So, but yeah, mine's just bouncing everywhere, just trying to get a printing label right now. I've never seen something like that before. So I'm like, okay, glad it's mine. Oh, heavens, heavens. We'll get through this, you guys, and we're gonna say, remember when?
Exactly.
Um,
Really, Paige?
Yeah.
is
Wow.
Well,
Jordan
well,
on the ticket?
from
Oh,
May
hey,
5th.
Paige.
Hey.
I was on mute before, so I had to switch from my phone to my iPad.
Oh. Did you put a ticket on that page?
I did today.
Good.
I was so busy with my clients and what was going on with theirs, I didn't even check mine. And I'm like, hey, I'm supposed to get a package.
You know what? And that's what happened. I checked mine. So make sure you do check your customers' packages. I don't
Yeah.
see, did you copy me on the email?
Oh, no, I didn't think to do that.
Okay.
I
Can you
should have.
forward it to me, please?
Sure.
Way I get it to Tony, and then Tony puts it on a list that she checks in on daily.
I actually think they already got back to me and said that it's on its way now.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, good. Okay.
So that was kind of a win for me.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
how many issues I've been having.
I know. I know. It's because you have so many orders.
Yay.
Yeah.
Good problem to have.
I
It is.
know. I agree. Oh, I didn't even bring, oh, I do have a pen. Okay, so hopefully you guys have pen and paper. So let's dig into our training. So we're on week 3 of our series of selling a high-end skincare. And I developed this because of, a lot of us came from selling, a different product, and skincare is it's a different beast. And we really need to find effective ways to sell our product. So in week 1, it was all about what makes ABBI a premium brand. So we talked about our fresh ingredients, our clean formulas, our personalized skincare, and EU beauty standards, plus the blacklist. Week 2 was about consultative selling. So that is asking the right questions and recommending solutions based on each client's real needs. And so, did anybody do any consultation selling last week? If you say yes in the chat or put a fire emoji in the chat, but let me know if you tried any of those techniques that we went over last week. Um, so I'm curious to hear that. And then even today, someone reached out to me about it, and I was like, dang it, Anita, you just went into autopilot and you didn't stop and think and do your consultation. Although she was pretty upfront right away with what she wanted, but I was like, oh, I could have really worked on my training and applying it a little bit better. So, yes, Paige, you did use some of it when you had people. Chandra did too. Yay! Good. Good. I love it. I love being curious. And we also did, so we had last week's training about it, and then I did 2 separate trainings on it like last month. And I did one of the trainings actually in the Power Collective too. So you guys can find stuff like that if you want good questions to ask. So storytelling. We want to dig into why storytelling works. And so, people, as we know, I think we know this, right? People don't remember facts, they remember feelings. And stories create emotions. And they help us connect. They help people see themselves in the solution instead of saying, like, this cream has hyaluronic acid and antioxidants in it. Okay, what does that mean for me? Instead, say something like, my skin used to feel tight and dull by 3 p.m., and now it stays hydrated and glowy all day because I finally found the right formula for me. All right, so if you, I don't know how, that's such good verbiage. Let me see if I can grab it and put it in the chat. Um, I will try to do that. Because I love the verbiage ideas, but so there we go. Let me see if this will just go in the chat. So then you guys should be able to copy and paste. There we go. Nicole, I have a question about spots concentrate. Okay, I'll get to that at the end, Nicole. Sorry, I didn't see that before we started digging into telling stories. So, and why storytelling is so important. So, remember your story, that's your secret sauce or it's your secret weapon when you're trying to get somebody to understand the value of the product and how it feels and like because you wish they could just feel what you feel, right? And it's being able to describe that a little bit by telling the right story. And you can tell there are multiple types of stories that you can tell, right? You can do your personal skincare journey, which would be what were you struggling with before Abby? And what changed after using Abby? And how did that make you feel? That right there is an amazing post, right? And we'll have some time. Actually, we're going to take about 10 minutes, maybe. We'll see how much time we need to write our stories. Okay. So, well, and you guys, I don't know how many of you printed out the storytelling worksheet. Did I printed mine? Look how tiny it is.
Oh,
I know. But also grab pen and paper, and you don't need my little worksheet. It's just a prompt and lines. So, but so types of stories you can tell. So we're going to talk about your personal skincare journey. Already went over those. I'll tell you one more time. What were you struggling with before Abby? What changed after using Abby? And how did that make you feel? God, I love that. That is so simple.
And
And then
the more simple you keep that story, more authentic to yourself, the more people that are going to relate to that.
yeah. Because even like my friend who reached out, she's like, my skin is so dry and cracky. Well, my story is going to, oh, look what I turned on. I just turned on Instagram and look who I see.
Right.
It's Jenna. But yeah, so she sent me a message and she's like, well, she was the one I didn't do the consultative stuff with because I just started selling to her. God dang it, Anita. Because what her aging, dried out, mature skin is really bothering her. So anyway, so that story will connect. Yeah, Jenna, your glow down video. I need to turn on the volume for that one. Okay, and so then another type of story that you guys can tell is a client or friend results. I actually just did that today with Janet's sunburn story. So my client, you can say or my client Julie was skeptical, but after 2 weeks with Abby, she noticed less redness and more bounce in her skin. I like that verbiage, more bounce in your skin. I think, do you like that? Does that speak to you? Does it give you, because it's like, how do you find the right words for, I just have more life. I don't look, like I always say, I look haggard and drained. So what's the opposite of that? I think we've talked about this on other calls before, but I love saying more bounce in her skin. So and then if you need to, you can ask her permission for her testimonial to use it, or just keep her name out of the story, or make up a name if you want to, or make up a story if you want to, right? But I think we all know, and your friend doesn't have to be a customer. Your friend can be, Chandra, or your friend can be Jenna, or, Janet. So it doesn't have to be, it can be another ambassador's story too. And then the third type of story to tell is your brand story or mission connection. So, and that would be more like, I love that Abby is based in France, uses fresh ingredients, and bans over 1,300 harsh ingredients. That matters to me as a mom, a woman who's been through skin struggles. I like using that word harsh ingredients too, because we need to be aware of using terminology that maybe people who aren't used to like EU standards or the blacklist, that type of thing, that might not mean anything to them, but using the word harsh ingredients, like, to me that speaks to a lot of people. Who was it though that was just telling me a story about Chanda, was it you? About talking to an esthetician or something like that, and all you had to, and she's like, "Why didn't you just say EU standards right from the beginning? You had me
yeah.
told."
Yeah, it was. And it was very clear. As soon as I said EU standards, it was, oh, yeah, the light went on.
Right. It is knowing though what light is going to click.
Yes. Because I mean, most people aren't necessarily familiar with the fact that EU standards are significantly higher. That awareness is getting better. But I try to approach it from both ways.
Um,
Right, because me, for example, I never used skincare prior to ABBI, so that wouldn't have meant anything to me. I would have been like, oh, why not USA? Not why not made in the USA or something like that, because EU didn't mean anything to me.
Hmm.
so I was listening, and that's such an amazing point though, Janet, because it didn't mean anything to you. And so we need to tell them why. And just talking about that. So I was listening to this book. Um, it's a Zig Ziglar selling book, and I was taking notes on my phone because I was out driving around, and so I'd hear something, I would do a voice to text to myself. Um, I did write down, oh, that was okay. Do a reel about why people are switching to clean skincare and why it's important.
Mm.
So not telling them that it's clean, but telling them why people are switching. This is why people are switching to a clean ingredient. I don't know why I would use ChatGPT to create my content, but why are people switching? And we don't buy we don't buy for the product. We buy for what it does for you. And we've talked about that a lot with what's in it for you, what's in it for them, but I love it when he worded it that way. We buy for what it does for you. They don't care the name of the product. They just want to know what it does. I was
Yeah.
watching someone else's live, and she's like, okay, so this is bottle, and their product didn't even have real names. It just had numbers for names, almost like if we were doing the machine, right? Number 10,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that you're telling me nothing by telling me this weird name of your product. It does nothing for me. I want to know what it does, what the results are going to be. So those are just, and they kept saying today's consumers are very sophisticated. I really liked that word, like speaking to the sophisticated customer. Um, anyway, so there were just a lot of good, interesting things in it. And that's when I posted, I'm like, how often are you working in your business and not on your business? Making content is on your business. In your business, it would be learning about our profession. And actually, well, so I've been doing DoorDash, and my son, I thought he would give me a hard time for doing it. And he's like, that is a great time, Mom, for you to work on your business. And I was like, oh, you're right. So I made myself, when I'm doing it, turn off like the romance novels that I'm listening to and listen to a book. And so I told him, I'm like, I did it. And he's like, you're working on your business or in your business, not on your business. And my youngest son is in sales. So it's fun to bounce stuff off of him too. So, but just remember to work on your profession. When we're in sales, we are constantly in school. We are
Yeah.
constantly learning a new tool, a new strategy. And so don't forget about that to keep learning about the profession. Okay. All right. So now that I've totally kind of went off subject, but I think that gives you some content idea too. Now we're going to build our story. So this is where you take out your little, if you printed out the worksheet, I want to take about 10 minutes to build your story. And it might be long. And like Janet said, when we're talking about the other thing, what were your struggles? what changed, and how it made you feel. Like that's a short story. And you can even take what we put down on paper here, and it's going to be long, but then you can break it down into pieces. Like you can do a long post, like vary your posts. Like I told GPT, but it's been kind of repetitive content to build me content for the month. Some days are short, some days are long. You know, incorporate my hobbies, my working out, my dogs, my ABBI product, my ABBI business opportunity, that type of stuff, and make them long and short posts. So you can take this and throw it into Chat GPT too. And but you can have it create multiple posts from what we're going to write down in the next 10 minutes. So we're going to make our simple framework right now. So we're going to write down before. You know, what was your skin like before ABBI? How did you feel about it? So just brain dump. All right, write down everything you can think of. Go.
I already did all mine when you sent
I
the
have.
little worksheet.
You
I did too.
You did. All right, does anyone else want work time besides me? Jenna's writing. Okay.
No, we can have a moment of silence.
Okay, a moment of silence. But and brain dump, write down more ideas. What was your skin like before ABBI? And when you're done with that, go to discovery. How did you find ABBI and what made you want to try it? I want to hear what Montana has to say for these because her skin is so young.
What was it? You said something,
Um,
Mama?
Yeah, I want to hear your answers to these. Like, what was your skin like before ABBI? And what struggles or concerns did you have? And then how did it make you feel? We're just doing the worksheet right now, so we'll share our answers in a little bit. My gosh, all the hate in my number one. And then after that one, what changes have you noticed in your skin since using ABBI? And how do you feel now? I'm using that word bouncy. Bouncy. Okay. And then now, what's your favorite product or moment since you started? Is that your favorite moment, Jenna? Okay, are you guys good? Do you want anyone want to share a little bit about what they wrote down? Their before, their discovery, their after, and their now?
Um, oops. Sure, I'll share.
Okay.
Mine, actually, what I was thinking is my favorite part the of now is after I get out of my shower, I have an a spritzer bottle. It's actually an Avion bottle, and I got the travel size that I give to my in-person customers. But you just spritz it on your face and then you put the hyaluronic serum on. And that is absolutely my favorite part.
That is awesome. What's this bottle that you have that you gift? That's a good
Oh,
idea.
I get them on Amazon. They're the uh, Avion water, little spritzers. You can get them in a pack of 6. And I I started using that when I was traveling a lot, just for hydration on planes. But because it's TSA, it's
Oh.
small enough for the TSA. But so I get it now, and if somebody gets, either buys out of my stock, or I will do this when I'm selling out of the machine, um, I'll just give that as a thank you gift.
Mm-hmm.
And I spritz it on my face. It goes on really lightly. And then I put my hyaluronic serum on. And you know how we've always talked about how much water it traps. Well, here I've just put um, a purified water on my face. Two, it's French, which kind of dovetails nicely into ABBI. Um, and it's a nice kind of premium little gift that'll help make someone feel better.
So is it spelled the Evian?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Hold on, I'm
There's a picture
going
of
into
it.
my
So
bathroom and
it
getting it.
has water in it.
Yeah. So I have the
So
big
like,
one on my counter, but the small ones are what I get for guests, for customers.
are those $51 for 6 of them?
Yeah.
They are not cheap, but I figured right now I want to get people using the product.
Uh-huh.
And right now I thought it was a good business development expense. I can't say I'm going to continue to do it for a long time. What I may do is make it more of a drawing kind of thing if I have a party. But it's good to have.
Well, when you look at it, so there's a 3 pack for 23.50. So
I
that's
don't think I spent that much. I think you need to keep scrolling down because I didn't think I spent that. I want to say I spent a lot less than that
Yeah.
for the pack of 6, and then I got one that was the large one and a small one.
a 6 count. Oh no,
Hmm.
it still shows 51. Okay. But still, if it's $51, and it does sound like a lot, 51 divided by 6. I didn't even know this existed.
It's just 8.50 a
It's
piece.
8.50 each, but it's cheaper if you buy 3 of them, a pack of 3. There's 7 bucks
Yeah,
each.
yeah,
When you really look at that, when you have someone who's going to be a repeat customer, or even maybe give it to them on their second order so you know they
yeah.
like the product,
Yeah.
A
Now,
$7.
Paige has a really good idea. Paige does something else, and she told me about that, and she should chime in. But that's just what I started doing after somebody mentioned how hydrophilic the hyaluronic serum is.
Yes.
And I was using my spray bottle, my regular spray bottle, but it was, you know, putting out a lot more water than I wanted. So I said, well, I've got this, and I tried it.
Yeah. And
So anyway,
yeah,
sorry,
I think,
sorry, I derailed us.
no, you didn't. Well, that's your favorite part. So, and we all learned. So I think that's awesome. My spray bottle is a Mr. Spray bottle. And so it is a lighter spray, but it's not travel size at all. So,
Mm.
I love that. Paige, what do you need to share with us?
So I basically give out a little package with a thank you note. And then on the back, it explains how to use your Glow Trio. I get it from somebody else.
I'm using that too. I wonder if Jen McCann, I got mine from Jen McCann. So I'm wondering
And
if
I
she
put the
posted it.
headband in there so they can
Uh-huh.
pull their hair away. That's fairly cheap.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Mm-hmm.
people appreciate it.
Yeah,
Definitely. Definitely.
somebody will have to take a shot, a photo of the thank you and post that.
I will.
Thanks.
I think it's in the Canva in the Power
Yeah, I think so too.
group.
Yeah,
So I
and
Okay.
printed them off.
I have a Canva of it as well. I think
You guys are asking a lot for someone who is as tech uh, stunted as I am.
Look, I was actually looking for some travel spray bottles now that you brought it back, and they have
Oh, you
some
thought you said tribal. Travel.
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 They have some really cute little colored ones too that would be small enough for travel.
Oh, that's super cute.
Well,
Yeah.
and I am experimenting. I haven't really tried it, but I have the ability. I just have to teach myself how to make stickers. And with Color Street, I always put a Color Street sticker on the little mini polish remover pump. But that would be cute to get the little sticker, and if it was a waterproof sticker to put on those little bottles would be cute.
Yes, the waterproof sticker is the thing, and I think it would be good to see them as well with for our machine products. So you can
I ordered Anita, did I show you the what I created? I'll have to send it to you. I created a round um on Canva. It's like it's for a sticker, and I had it printed on silver foil, and it has the bees in the middle, the Abbey bees. I have fresh custom skincare, I think, around the top. And then I have my website down at the bottom. They misprinted it. They didn't line up the printing on the first round, so they're resending those to me. But my plan was to put that on an envelope when I do thank you notes, but also to stick it on the bottle when I do the machine creams, because it has my website for right on it for uh reorders.
like to reorder because that would be ideal to get someone who buys from the machine the first time, then to reorder an in lab. But like Paige, for you, if you've got your customers coming in, consistently, they can bring their clean bottle and they can reuse that and remake it too because the inside of the bottle is reusable.
Mhm.
Oh, I want to see those labels.
I'll
What?
I'll
They're
and I
cute.
did it. I had it on Vistaprint. I did it on Vistaprint.
Okay, I was just ready to say what platform did you use? Okay,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was less expensive than Canva, but they're not waterproof. And now that, I'm thinking about that, that would be really nice since it's in a bathroom, but it's not going to be one of the things like a little water bottle that would be in contact with water, refilling it. So we'll see. We'll see how it works.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to try it on mine first.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Okay, definitely post pictures.
Will
So,
do.
all right. So, does anyone else we've been on so long, but it's always so good. I hate keeping them. No, no, I like I want to keep it to a half hour because an hour replay is hard to watch, but I feel like it's so hard to get enough content in a half hour. So, no, don't you think? I mean, you're not talking too much at all. I'm learning, and that's what we are here for. So, it's a group coaching. So we're all sharing our knowledge. So building the story, does anyone else have anything that they want to say about it? Because I'm just going to give you our call to action and then we can call it a day.
Well, I think one good selling point is the fact that we have a biochemist that has made it. That is a big selling point to me. And also just showing before and after pictures and letting them touch and feel it. Touch and feel, touch and feel.
What do they touch and feel?
I usually do a pump of the one of the creams, the base creams, and then I put a couple of drops and they rub it together and I let them put it on their skin and it makes a difference. I have one come back to the salon after her visit a month before, and she was like, I have not stopped thinking about that lotion.
Wow. And then you just put a few drops of an active in there. Which one do you
Yep,
use?
whichever one, hydration a lot of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of would be my go-to one. Awesome.
Another
That's a
quick
good
thing,
idea.
Paige just reminded me of something. I used it in my last live. I did a live last night and showed all the bundles and give a short story of all of them. But I made a point to share that you can go anywhere in the mall or wherever you buy your skincare. But the advantage of being an ambassador with Abby is we get an opportunity to talk physically with our chemist if we have questions. If you were purchasing something off of a shelf and you had a question, would you be able to get it answered from the person who actually created it? So that's a great selling point as well, or enrolling as well, because you have that availability to be able to connect with someone one-on-one that can answer those questions. Because all of my people know I'm new to skincare. So I'm like, I am educating myself and I'm bringing it back to you. We get an opportunity to talk with her every Thursday. So if you have any questions, let me know because I can get it straight from her.
That's good. That's a good tool to leverage. And Jenna, by the way, last week we talked about your questions. I don't know if you saw the replay yet.
I was just gonna say I was gonna post like the video of that on there and be like when your founder talks 40 minutes about your question, like that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yep. Good. I'm
Yeah, I
glad
was so
you caught
excited.
that.
Thank you for getting that answered.
Oh, okay. And I see you just wrote that in the comments. Okay, let me get to your call to action though. And so this week our challenge is to post your personal skincare story, either written, a short video, or a social post. And it doesn't have to be long or perfect, just be real. And so use the before, after, and now format and include a photo if you can. And then make it you, genuine, relatable, and heart-led. And remember, your story could be the reason that someone finally says, this is what I've been looking for. So really, I wouldn't make it too long. We can make it super long, but I feel like people want something short and sweet when they're scrolling on Facebook. I do. If I see too many words, I don't read it, but I'm not everybody. So, vary it up a little bit, but yeah, so and just some wrap up thoughts that your story matters more than you think. Remember that you are not selling skincare. You are helping people feel confident in their own skin. And that starts with sharing what Abby has done for you. And just don't forget about that. Keep the goal in mind as you write your story. Okay? And
Awesome.
then go ahead. Who was gonna say something?
I said, awesome.
Oh, you said awesome. Okay, because I heard something and I saw your screen light up. Nicole had a question. I have a question about the spots concentrate. I saw the info about avoiding contact between the applicator tip and the surface and clean it with alcohol if it does touch anything. I didn't know that. Once my bottle had some brown stuff and it looked different than the usuals. Yes. It does happen if bacteria gets in the product. Okay, so what it's talking about, and we've talked about this on actually a few calls and posted about it a few, Abby in Action and in the Power Collective. But if you touch that pipette to anything, to your hand, to the cream, to your counter, to the bottle, then empty out the contents that are in your pipette and clean it with rubbing alcohol. And then you can use it. If you don't, what's going to happen is because we have no preservatives in our product. So what's going to happen is it will be black, Nicole. You won't be able to miss it. It will be mold. So some of our actives, actually, we had this exact question on the call last Thursday with Joanna because some of the actives are darker color because it's just all different because of the ingredients that are in it. So you will see black mold. I think on the Power Collective, someone posted a picture in the comments on it. So you can see what we're talking about. Kelly had one that was just her daughter's. It was disgusting. And when I posted an Abby in Action, Kim's like, post a mold picture. And I'm like, nope. I'm like, I can't. I just can't do it. It was so gross. And I just didn't want to post a mold picture, but it's mold. It's black. You can't miss it. It's disgusting. So you will definitely know if that happens to you. Um, I'm trying to see if I can, my messenger has been so bad. Let's see if I can quickly find and post a picture in the comments of Kelly's, if I can find it real quick. But it's definitely shocking. Um, yeah, I'm only gonna scroll for, oh, here it is. Like I just couldn't do it, you guys. I just could not share it on the page. To me, it's gross. Like you can't miss the mold. And some people have it at the bottom of their bottle too. I don't know
Oh,
why I'm so grossed out by that, but I'm like, eh.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's kind of gross.
yeah,
okay. Wait a
yeah.
minute. I got to.
Oh,
Oh, can you see it? Oh, we lost somebody. We lost Janet. Okay, yeah. So I think you're okay. Oh, Chandra, you're on mute.
All I said was, ew.
I know, you guys. Oh, you threw yours out. Yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't post it. But anyway, so that's everything. So you're challenged. I want to see your post. And guess what? You know what? When you make your post using the before, what changed, and then how it made you feel. So using this, when you make your post, why don't you copy the link to your post and put it in our chat? And so we can all see.
Great idea.
Yeah, and then we can comment on it. Oh, it made you scared because you were breaking out. I wonder why you were breaking out. Is it under control now? The one for spots is brown. Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it?
it is.
Okay, good. You're not breaking out now. Sweet. And maybe it was on the way to getting mold, you know. You might not have been wrong, Nicole, on throwing it out. So, all right, well, our 30-minute call was an hour and I loved every second of it. Thank you guys for being on. I hope that we all got some good ideas for our content, and now we can go post something and tell a story and help people feel what we feel.
Sounds
So,
great.
all
Thanks,
right.
Anita.
Thank you guys.
Have a great night.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.